Hi guys, it's Carrie here from Tambella Arts, and today we're going to do our letter Y. So we're going to fill in the colour within the Y today. We've got our outline, which we created previously from my book, and now we're doing Y as B Yes You Can, the quilling template. So grab your outline that you've already created and your strips. I've pre-cut some strips and the colours listed down the bottom here, and let's get started. So the easiest way I've found to do this design is to actually use your scalpel, and to do so what we're doing is we're basically creating these triangles as we go. So I like to start by cutting a length that we're going to make this first triangle out of. Now these ones on the edge are the most tricky because they are sort of only partial triangles. The rest we're actually going to be able to make more complete as we go. So what I'm doing, I'm just using my scalpel to score my paper like that. So you're just marking it rather than cutting it. And then we're doing the same on this edge here. You see, I'm just using my outline as a guide basically to give me the shapes that I need. And then we're sizing that up to cut. I'm going to use my scissors to cut on that one there. And I'm going to glue these as I go. So grabbing your glue, I'll just double check that I'm happy with that shape. Yep. Might need to take just a touch off this bottom length. So now when you've got your shape ready, you're dipping it in your glue and you're dipping those edges that are actually going to touch the edge as well, so that they've got glue on them as well. And then we're basically lining that shape up within our cutout as close as we can to the original design, just like so. With this first one, you might just want to give it a little bit of gentle pressure just to make sure that it's holding in place and that it's adhering, and then we can continue on. So you'll see what I mean about being able to make these shapes a little bit easier as we move forward. I'm going to move my template around so that I can measure things a bit easier. Now what you'll see I'm going to do here is actually make that final part just a little bit longer. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that I can make a little fold there and actually glue that down to itself. So we're creating little triangles like this. Now, just a little bit of advice for this here. You can use your first cut, your first length, as a template for your others. So all of these triangles are exactly the same size, and basically most of them are all complete triangles, except for the few that are touching the edges along here. So what we can do is, I've got 1, 2, 3 more of these size. You can cut 3 more strips to the exact same size and score at the exact same spots, and that will give you triangles that are as close to as identical as possible. So I can see here, a little bit hard to see on this coloured paper. I might actually, because we're going to do this light blue next, I'll do one of those now. That strip to the length that we want it on that light blue. There we go. Is that the right length? Yep. And then I'm going to score at the same location. So we've got a score here, we've got a score here, and we have one more. Just lining those up again, one more just there. So you can see how that's going to help us make a really uniform size triangle for all our shapes. And that's easier to see on that light colour. So I'm just going to go ahead and score all these now. Okay, so the next thing we'll be doing is we're starting to assemble these triangles. So with that little flap, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the inside of that flap there. I'm just using a little offcut of stock to use as my little paintbrush there. Let's see, I'm painting the inner of that. And then you're literally just adhering it to itself. And you might find it easier to use your tweezers just to grip those two into place, like so. And you can see there how we get that perfect triangle. And there's no right or wrong if you have that flap on the outside or the inside. Actually, it probably might even be a touch neater on the outside. Let's have a look. Yeah, that is neater. There we go. Let's repeat for our second line. So I'm going to do the same thing again, and I need 1, 2, 3 again. And now we're just basically lining these up as close as we can underneath the above row there. And you can use your template again to get a feel for the depth of how far down they should be. Okay, and cut that to size. Bring in my glue again, not forgetting to do our ends, and then we're placing this piece in our design. I'm actually not going to worry about that last row down there. Let's do this last little dark blue triangle, and that will do us. What you'll find, even if you're scoring your paper right on that edge, it'll actually make it a little bit larger than the shape that you're wanting to create. So you can cut it or score it just a little shy of where it actually looks like it is on your template. Okay, cut him to size. Done. Alright. Make that one just a little bit shorter on that length there. That should bring it closer to the size that I'm after. Yep, perfect. Okay. There we go. And there's our little eye filled with triangles. I hope that tutorial was helpful, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon. Alrighty, bye.